Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new back out here in the super late models. We're at Oswego this week, and this track looks completely worn off already, so this will be interesting. It might just be like higher line, or if you could really rip the bottom, might be that for qualifying. I don't know, but we are car number 1 here out of 13 cars that registered, so we'll see if we could try to go for a three-peat. We've won at Houston and Knoxville back-to-back, so we'll see if we could try to go 3 in a row here. All right, well, there's people wrecking left and right on this track right now, and it is super slicked off from bottom to top, so I'm actually really happy about that, because you could run right up there by the wall, might be quick, but also you're going to smack the wall a whole bunch. I'm kind of going to stay like middle to low for the most part, because I feel like that will benefit my driving style more, and for qualifying, I'm going to smack the wall if I try to run up high, honestly. So I'm just going to try and keep it low, just keep the car as straight as we can, try to get it straight on the exits, and we'll see where we qualify. I had to gas it a little bit there. I was going to smack the inside wall. Not a great first lap. I ran a 166 in practice, so that wasn't a terrible qualifying lap, honestly. We'll see if this lap could be a little quicker. Trying not to go that shallow of an entry because it's very awkward. We'll see what that second lap gave us. A 432. Yeah, I think I spun the tires way too much and stuff, but we're in first as of right now. That is nice. Hopefully we could hold that, and it's going to be tough to pass here, I feel like, if you do get back behind some guys, because you're either going to have to rip right up on that wall or you're going to have to hug the inside wall. One or the other. You have to be on one of the walls, most likely. You could probably run a little bit through the middle. The 2 car actually out-qualified us. Good lap by him. His first lap was a 480, so we'll see if he can stay as consistent in this race, and we'll see if we can get by him at the start of this thing. All right, we're getting ready to roll off here in second. Hopefully we can get a decent start here, and we could try to get out to a lead. Hopefully they mess up or something and slide up. I'm going to try to slow roll the bottom for the most part in this race. Hopefully we could do that. With this track being so slicked off, it will be real interesting, because you could really mess up and spin your tires a whole bunch at this track with how slicked off it is. So I'm kind of happy we got this kind of track state, honestly. It will make it very interesting, because you can either rip down the wall, which you could break your car on, or you can slow roll the bottom and be pretty good. So we'll see what we end up doing here. Hopefully we don't get too many cautions. There's 13 of us in this race. Only 13 registered, though. I think they said it was only a 2,400 strength of field. So not much by any means. But we'll see what we could do here. We've been car number 1 a lot this season, because we don't get very high SOFs anymore with the way the splits work and all that, because they're every hour, and then the open is 30 minutes on the opposite hour. Or on the opposite side of the hour, because this is at 15 after every hour, and the open is at 45 every hour. So we'll see what we can do here. Hopefully we can get a decent start. Able to get down right away, which is a positive. But I really did not want to have to run super high up there. I got kind of straightened out badly there. He's going to try to take a super shallow entry. I don't want to completely cut off his nose, but I'm having to run through the slick there, which isn't great. This setup is like so tight, but then as soon as it breaks loose, it is super loose. So try to be careful with that overall in this thing. Try not to hit the inside wall too hard, because when I was in practice, I hit it a whole bunch and said that we had front end damage a lot, so I don't want to do that. I want to try and get under this guy that's in second now, because on the last front stretch we were going to get under him, but then he just pulls down on the exit right there. Can't really do a whole lot when they drive like that. That's what I was saying. It might be hard to pass people if they just try to hold that bottom lane, honestly. Ooh, he nailed that inside wall. Lost the left front over the tire there. So that helped us get by him pretty quick. They moved him up the track and stuff. Damn, he ran a 0 up there. We'll see if we can try and run him down. Try and get out to the grip on the outside on the straightaways, but we do get caution number 1 there. I don't know if it was for the guy that broke his right front. It was. He came to a stop and left the race, so he could have easily just pulled off and not brought out a caution. So that's a little unfortunate, so we'll get a restart here and we'll be on the outside. All right, we're on 1 to go here. We'll see if we can get a little bit better of a start this time. I was able to get down, but I kind of slid out turn 1 real quick, so kind of messed all that up. I wish this guy would stop swerving in front of me. It's kind of annoying, honestly. Just trying to get up next to him, and then he like gasses it and swerves. I'm trying not to get right reared by him. But we'll see what happens. He's trying to push me up the track. I'm not allowing that to happen. But we had a really good jump there. Try to slide it up to the grip. See if I can get anything down the backstretch. It's just not fully up there. Messed up. Hitting the wall there on the backstretch. Oh. Do not want to do that. So I'm trying to get that grip with the right rear, but try not to smack the fender into the wall. Especially here in 3 and 4, because if you go over the wall, you're going straight back to the pits. Like, you hit that wall, you could easily go right over it. It ain't good. In 3 and 4, it's a little weird, because like it looks like there's a fence there, but you're going to go right through it. Trying to use it while we're up here, I guess, the best that we can, because we got a good run on the front stretch last time around. That wasn't as good of one. I was hoping to clear them. It's not fully up there in 1 and 2. Like, it is slow in 1 and 2. See if we can get under them on the front stretch. Not fully. Passing here is so tough unless they mess up. I don't know how he got by Hank, honestly, because Hank was in 3rd. I don't know if Hank messed up turn 1 or what. I don't know where this guy started at, because I know Hank was in 3rd down there. I thought that's who we were still battling with, honestly. Slid up too much. Yeah, had a good lap there. Able to hold the bottom pretty well. He's getting that wall a little bit. It's going to move him on up. Able to get under him there, and we're going to clear him. And we get a caution. So we're going to be in 3rd, which honestly isn't a terrible thing, because we might be able to get back in the 2nd being on the bottom, but I would rather be in 2nd and have control of where I am more or less there. All right, lap 12, we're going on to lap 13. We'll be on the inside for the first time on this restart. I really wish we would have qualified pole. He barely got us, and we've been in a dogfight since then. It's real simple to drive this track when you're by yourself, but once you have to fight from the outside and be side by side with people, it is very tough. But hopefully behind this guy we can get an okay start. Probably not. He's really waiting on it. The guy on the outside was trying to get a jump, it looked like. Need to hold the bottom the best that we can. Outside clear. Try not to slide up here in 3 and 4. Hit it pretty good right there. That was good. Leader tapped it a little bit. And we'll see if we can outdrive him on the bottom.
Sorry about that, Kevin. I got a little tail hat.
And that's going to be a caution because somebody stopped on the backstretch. Well, we just got the 20 minutes to go mark, it said. So if we keep up this pace, I think it will be a time limit race, honestly, which will be unfortunate. Don't want to see that at all. But we were driving pretty good there for those couple laps. I felt like we were a little quicker than the 2 there on the bottom. So we'll see if we can try to get back in that position again. Hopefully we can. He's just like trying to push me up the track. Good try. Like, I'm not even on throttle and we're rolling faster than him. Like, he's slowing down the pace, trying to get me to hit the brakes so he can launch, but I am not doing any of that. Got down to the bottom. We did hit it a little bit better than he did. Hopefully we can put the pressure to him now and maybe he'll mess up a little. I don't want to hit him or get hit down into the wall like right there, because we had a better corner than he did, but his car is so angled in the corner to just block a lane and a half. If I try to get under him, we're just going to get smashed into the wall. Messed up that entry. Had to get on the brakes or I was sliding up really far. But I feel like we can be a little bit consistent and try to catch back up to him. We already caught up to him a good bit there in 3 and 4. He's going to move up to the top in 1 and 2. Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. You have to like really be up on that wall to make that work in both corners, I feel like. It's really tough to do here. But people that are good at tapping the wall are going to be pretty good at that. I am not very good at tapping the wall correctly, I would say. 19.427. I will be more consistent running the bottom because more times than not I'm going to hit the wall with my right rear and straighten myself out badly. Flip the wall there a little bit. Wasn't terrible. And this guy is running top, I think probably blowing off his tires, and we're going to get ran over on entry. Cool. That actually gave us a huge boost, and he's going to cut all the way down the track in our nose. He went from the very top all the way down to the bottom on the exit. Did not care if we were there or not. 19.707. I do feel like we are a little quicker than him. We just have to try to figure out a way around without hopefully getting ran over again. Luckily they lifted. I got the wall there really bad. Again. Yeah. Had to ask and see what kind of damage we had. We have a little bit on the front end. I don't think it's anything significant though, because we still have our fenders overall. So I'm not too worried about it. We didn't destroy the car or anything. Might have a little dent. The guy behind me definitely clipped the wall I saw in the mirror. I'm gonna try and slide up here. See if we can make a little bit of a slider line work there, maybe. Maybe not 1 and 2. I think 3 and 4 would be better. I don't want to run him over though doing it because the speed difference through the middle of the corner is pretty significant. 19.33. But yeah, this race came down to qualifying for sure. I think if we would have qualified on pole, we could have probably held the lead pretty well. So I do feel like we're the slightest bit quicker than him consistently. I'm just waiting for him to make a big mistake hitting the inside wall or something. I keep spinning my tires way too much there on the exit of the corners. That was a pretty decent 3 and 4, honestly. It felt pretty good overall. Good 1 and 2. He pulls us a little bit on the exit. See if I can't run the top here and hit it right. Ooh, that was actually really fast. It might force him to try to go up there again if we keep catching him. Try not to run him over on entry. Yep, that forced him to go up, and hopefully he makes a mistake up there. Because you got to run it like so perfect. I don't feel like it's fully there 1 and 2 just because it's so wide. 3 and 4 I do feel like that's there though if you run it right. Try to extend it a little bit, get under him. Hopefully get him to make a mistake, but he actually hit that top in 3 and 4 really well that lap. Oh, he's going to go try it in 1 and 2 though.
You're an idiot.
That's going to be a caution, unfortunately. Still double file here for one last restart. All right, 1 to green here. Not within the last 10 laps yet, but once it gets to the last 10 laps, it would go single file. This is probably the last restart we'll have double file, unless we get one within on the green flag, basically. If we get one before we get around to the next lap, it will be double file. But after that, single file, rest of this race on restarts. Hopefully we can go green to the end. We were getting a pretty good rhythm there overall. It was fun. He went super early there. Was not expecting that one. But he didn't try to go push me up the track or anything like he normally does before he starts. Gonna try and rip the outside in 3 and 4, see if we can catch him. He got that wall kind of just right. Still want to run the low side 1 and 2 though. Just because turn 1 is such an awkward angle. It's really awkward overall. Oh, he messed up that entry. I had to go a little low because he got like super tight on entry. I didn't want to run into the back of him.
19.4.
Yeah, 1 and 2 I still feel like is low side. Oh, he messed up. Let's go. That's huge. He might throw a slider here. He is. He's parking it right on us. And he's going to slam the wall at the same time. Somehow he kept his speed through that.
19.711.
Yeah, he's hitting the wall thinking I'm going to throw a slider there, I think. We'll see if we could hold this now. If we could hold the lead here. I'm hoping he maybe burnt off his tires a little bit, or if we put enough pressure on him to make a mistake maybe. I don't know. But low-key like the bottom. That 3 and 4 I messed up badly. I heard him hit the wall. He hit the wall really well. So he got that speed boost.
701. Get that ball, fuck off.
But I didn't want to go up top and him throw a slider right on our nose again, because I don't trust people doing that. Because luckily I got 3 screens or I wouldn't have seen it coming at all.
Clear. 19.4.
Roll this bottom.
We're in a podium position.
Try and get that grip there on the exit of turn 2.
Your quarter clear.
Could throw the slider back on him, but I don't like to race like that.
Outside.
He just has that grip on the outside right now for the exit. I can't slide up to it on the front stretch.
19.397.
Because we're definitely quicker than him if we run the optimal line, but didn't want to get broken or anything like that. Hoping he'll mess up and get that wall really hard in 1 and 2 again. Because I still feel the optimal line is the bottom right now in 1 and 2. If you run it correctly. If you can slide all the way up to the wall. But it just looks like he's wall riding now in 1 and 2 hard. He hits it hard there in 3 and 4. Don't know how that doesn't break his right front, honestly. Because these things are made out of Elmer's glue and toothpicks, as Nathan Waddell would say. My right front brake's just barely tapping things. But hey, we did it the clean way. I didn't want to throw a dirty slider on him or anything, because didn't want to get broken or anything. We're car 1 here. I'll finish second. That'll be completely fine with me. Gain some I rating still. I'll be completely good with that. It all came down to qualifying, where he got us by like 6 thousandths maybe, because we messed up 3 and 4 pretty bad. But it is what it is. We were quicker, but got ahead of him, and he threw a tight-ass slider, and then the wall bounces, get some speed. That's just how this game is. It's all right.
Checker flag.
We'll finish second. All good. Still gain some I rating out of that, which I will take. Almost got the 3-peat, which would have been cool, but oh well. This pit lane is so weird. It's so tight, and it's like a real sharp turn. So if you ever have to pit here, you have to really turn it in close. But yeah, did not want to get right reared all to hell here. Oh, dang it. Slid way too far through it. Oh, well. But let's go back, see the incidents through the race and all that. Because there was quite a few wrecks here. 9 car got the wall early. 54 going in, got tight on entry, tries to slide up to the top, hits the wall, but he's fine. 76 super sideways, overcorrects it too much, nails the wall. Is he going to hit the inside wall now? Just barely. He barely tapped it. He's fine. 12 car sliding up. He hits the brakes, and the 24 got in the back of him. I bet the 24 just didn't expect him to hit the brakes there. I wouldn't have, honestly. This is where this guy right in front of us got that inside wall pretty good. It straightened him out and messed up his corner pretty bad. We were able to go right by him. But we kept it with a 0x the entire race, which was nice. I was really happy about that. Everybody's super tight back here. Holy crap, they're beating and banging real close. 13 car, just tight the entire corner. You got to give it some gas, but oh, and then I think he went over the wall there. And I think he just all F4'd out of that or something. Don't know what happened there. 24 car gets tight mid-corner and just barely scraping it. He's fine. Trying to go in up top like that in 1 and 2 is tough. You're going to catch the wall a lot, but honestly, I didn't slow him down at all. He got it pretty well with that right rear. We were making it work a little bit up there, trying to stay ahead of the 7 or get ahead of the 7, really, because we were restarting in second on that outside. We're able to get back by him on that bottom, though. 9 car gassed it up in the middle of the corner. 7 car here, I think he got the inside wall. Yeah, moved up, and we're going to go by him there off of 3 and 4. Just being able to get that little bit of grip that's down there, so important. And then the 24 just getting pushed up by the 12. 12 car just slowly slid up the entire way. That's all that was. His whole spoiler's messed up, and what is going on here? Why is he wrecking the 76? I'm so confused. This guy just angry, completely ran him over, maybe thinking it was the other guy on the inside. I don't know what's going on here in the very back. That's ridiculous all in general. Hopefully the 12 car left after that, so no more shenanigans happen. This guy's going to get a black flag for passing that guy way before the green. Even though that guy was going super slow, it would suck to be behind him, but you have to stay behind him or you're going to get that black flag. The 9 car going through the wall there, breaking his whole right front. I don't know. I'm guessing that caution came out there. And he's trying to push us up the track on these restarts. I just wasn't allowing it. Like, he would just completely slow up to make you try to hit the brakes so he could go, but I wasn't slamming on the brakes to let him go. Like, if you're going to slow down the pace, I'm just going to roll. Like, that's just what it is. Stop playing the restart games. Just go. It is what it is, though. A lot of people do some dumb shit on restarts and stuff. I don't like to play those games. That's where we got ran over a little bit on entry. 7 car kind of sent it in. It gave us a good boost, but then he went from the top to the very bottom. Didn't matter if we were there or not. He was just coming on down. 24 is going to get the wall there. 13 car just fully gassing it there. Wrecks it all by himself. 54 is tight. He's barely tapping the wall. He's fine. Doing the same thing here like a lap or 2 later, probably, I'm imagining. But he's getting that top working right there for sure. I didn't really see that happening in my mirror. He crosses over, or tries to cross over the 7 there. 7 car goes up, hits the outside wall pretty hard. I don't know if that broke his right front. No, it didn't. But these guys are going to be 3 wide here on this exit. That's going to be sketchy. This guy obviously did not know they were 3 wide for sure. Like, there's no way he knew that they were going to be 3 wide. I was trying to throw these slider lines, seeing if I can make it work, scraping that wall a little bit, trying not to get my right front to come back around or anything. 7 car getting that inside wall. That 24 got the outside wall. They're both just like all over the walls, all over the place. Hitting that wall once again in 1 and 2 real hard. I don't know how some of these guys right front are not broken, honestly. We're on lap 27 here. Getting towards the end here. 11 car kind of just kept coming up a little bit, it looked like there to me. Because the 519's out here, and he's trying to wash out to the wall, but the 11 just kind of came up to his nose and stuff, and around goes the 11. All that goes. And 7 car is going to throw a slider, maybe. Yep, the tightest slider possible, and wrecks yourself and the 24. Nice job. Nice job. That was a terrible slider right there. Let's see what happens these last 10 laps here. Because we were having pretty good battle up front. I wish we didn't have as tight of a slider thrown on us, but it is what it is. Luckily, I saw it, so we weren't going to die. Ooh, he lost his spoiler there from that wall hit. That is unfortunate. Yeah, he was bouncing off these walls perfectly, because that's what you want to do to get that speed up top. These guys are hitting the hell out of each other right here. Is there going to be retaliation in the turn 1? No, but he was really slow. I thought he got really tight there, but he was just really slow on entry. I thought maybe he was going to go straight line him, but the 11 goes up, gets the wall himself, and then the 24 is coming on by and bounces off the 24 as well. 76 going up, sliding, tapping the wall. They're 3 wide in front of him. I don't know how they weren't dying right there. But we were making that bottom work. We really were when we hit it right. But once he tapped the wall and stuff, he was flying back ahead of us because of all that, because the wall hits are very aggressive and fast. I want to see where he threw that slider on us, though, because I honestly don't remember. I think that's where I didn't want to lose that. Was it right here? No, not quite. Because he already must have thrown the slider on me once, so I didn't want him to do it again like that. Because he got the wall really hard, and we got in front of him. Right here is where he threw, like, such a tight slider. If I didn't have a third screen, like, he was parking it right on our nose. I had to slam the brakes there. Because how hard am I on the brakes at one point? Yeah, I got up to like 60, 70% brake right there just so we don't rail him or get sent into the wall, because that was not clearing, bud. We had that outside going. If you would have gassed it from the very beginning of this up there, would have been just fine. But then you like slow rolled it and then gassed it when you got in front of us. So, and then the wall hits just get him back in front. That's all it is. Wall hits are the prime thing in this game to be fast, which I don't like to do, or I won't learn to do, just because I would rather slow roll the bottom and get the speed out of that like we were. But yeah, he's just rubbing against that wall and getting that speed. This guy with no spoilers still out here, losing spots, unfortunately. Right at the end here, he's going to half spin it. He saved it, though, no caution, because we didn't have a single file restart at all. But yeah, you can just see it tapping the wall. He just knows how to ride that wall for sure. I don't play enough to learn that, nor will I want to ever, because whenever I go and tap the wall, my right front comes around and I break it. And there was 1 or 2 times, like, his right front came around and it looked like he should have broken his car, but he didn't. But that's just the turn that it takes when you hit the wall. You never know what's going to happen. 57 goes up. This is final lap. He's trying to get a huge run on the 517 or 519. What a big run that was. That huge cut down. The 519 is going to block him. He doesn't fully send him or anything. He actually backs off and everything. Race it clean to the line. And is he going to get it? I think the outside car barely got it. Yeah, he did. He got 4th. The other guy got 3rd. So we finished 2nd. I'll take that. I wish we would have qualified first, because I think we could have held the lead if we started out front, honestly, because we definitely were a little quicker. Just hard to pass overall, and all the wall hits at the end just make all the speed anyways. So good race, and we finished 2nd. Should gain some I-rating out of it. We still gain 23 out of it. I will take that. Not bad at all. And we gained some safety because we had a 0x. Could have easily had a 2x and died and finished towards the back in that thing. But we try to race smart out here instead of... Oh, he got disqualified. Too many incident points. Wow. That's actually pretty shocking. I did not expect that to happen. The 11 car had a 10x as well. So people were beating and banging out there. But hey, we gained some I-rating. Low SOF. I was hoping to do the 3-peat because we won... Huset's 2 weeks ago, and we dominated Knoxville last week. So I was hoping we can go 3 for 3, and 2 of them at new tracks, with Oswego being one of the newer tracks as well. Huset's being the newest one. So that would have been cool to do, but it is what it is. We finished 2nd. It was oh so close. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the race nonetheless. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.